Piles, it's March 2022 and one of the first jobs I want to do this year on my car is now I'm starting to use my car again from today is the clear lenses. So on my car I've actually converted, these are the indicators in here. I think when originally came you could have these as sort of daytime running lights, whereas now I've got those mounted in there in these modern units. And so here's just the indicators. So I looked online, went on a forum and basically found that BMW E30, I think that it was not the M3, because the M3 has a slightly smaller lens than this one, but the more regular ones, this lens here. And with some work, apparently you can cut off this one here, thank you DeLorean, you can cut off this one here and do maybe possibly widen the holes ever so slightly possibly and have that on there instead. So these came to, I think they'll cost £24 from eBay UK. Good quality, they've got all the British marks on them, etc. on there. And they come with 2 orange bulbs, which obviously you need as well. And I thought, you know what, I thought they would just look pretty sweet. I found out that, you know, if I put those on, if it looks rubbish, that's fine, I'll take them back off again and glue these ones there back on again. If it looks epic, then I think that'll look pretty sweet. So yeah, I just thought it would be a bit of a cleaner look. And I just like clear lenses, that's all. So I'm not going to do anything on the side ones, just on the front ones. But like I say, if I don't like it, I'll swap them back. So I'll just do one and have a look. But yeah, happy days. So we'll see if those go on and go from there. Cool, so that'll be on part 2. I reckon that'll look pretty nice. Cool, but yeah, it's nice to be back out in the DeLorean. So it's the first time I've really used it in a few months. Just swap the cars around. All good to go. Obviously got the mags. The mag lookalikes in there, hoverboard, the flux capacitor that everyone needs. I've not cleaned the car yet. Naturally I open up the engine lid because that's what I like to do to make sure everything's good. And it all looks pretty sweet in there. It's running pretty nice actually. So it's surprising actually for the first time I've used it, in quite a while. It was running pretty sweet. So yeah, all good. Nice one. I shall crack on with that job later and put up a video too. Nice one. Thanks all. Cheers. Right, pile. So you can definitely see that the BMW lenses are not exactly the same size, but when you put them on, they're not a great deal difference. It's probably a millimetre sort of on top and bottom, that sort of level I would say. But the holes will line up. Obviously these ones here, as you can see, this one here is the passenger side one, so it goes in that angle. I think it was, well, it goes in one angle, the other actually, whatever it was. But you can see it's that angle there. And obviously these are different. These are straight. So you know what I mean. I'm going to take it off anyway carefully, put this in place, and then we'll go from there and see how it looks. This one here, this nut here is spinning around in the recess. So I'll have to. I thought I'd do this one here first, see how it looks, and if it looks good, then I can get this one here off after that. Cool. Right, let me crack on with these. Nice one. Yeah, pile. So you can see it's off now. So not too bad actually. So I've got the gun, my standard procedure gun, nice and hot. This sort of setting here, not too hot, obviously that melts it, but nice and hot. And literally just basically use the gun just to laser the outside. So got this nice and hot around the section here, and then I was ultimately able to pretty gently put this plastic seems to be really tough, so nothing felt like it's going to break or shear off or anything like that or snap. So I've got that in there, peeled off, and once I start to get it in there, using a combination of this and also a standing knife blade as well, just sort of crack the seal. It then, once it got hot, it just basically just peeled apart, but it peeled apart sort of firmly, and it didn't feel like anything was going to shatter and break. I then just used a standing knife blade just to go round and neaten up the edges around the top here, where it's obviously slightly bent out of shape slightly, and remove some of the glue, etc. So I still need to clean the lens as well, but you can see it's not too bad. This obviously fits absolutely perfect in the recess, so that's just how it's designed. And this actually, a good point, so this has come off nice. This looks, I think, basically as good as it was, so no damage done on that. This one here has square edges rather than round edges, and basically the holes line up almost spot on. I mean, I'll probably just run a small little drill bit through just to ever so slightly take a tiny bit of plastic out of the black. but that's pretty much spot on. And you can see that when it's mounted, it's actually going to give you a slight border at the top and a slight border at the bottom, which obviously you wouldn't get on the orange, on the amber ones. So it's slightly different, but I think it's going to look really good. So I mean, I'm going to get the other one out now, neaten it all up, and then I'll clean this up. I'll probably paint a bit of silver paint onto that as well whilst I'm at it, might as well. And then I'll find my daughter's hot glue gun and glue it on. And the good thing about hot glue is if it looks crap, it doesn't work or whatever, then with hot glue you can basically just peel it off again. So it's quite a good product, and it's obviously waterproof as well. So yeah, we'll see how it looks once I've done it. Cool. Yep. So the other one's obviously out now. As you can see here, basically the captive nut was just spinning around there. So what does I replace that? So I have got some new rubber ones that I can probably put in the hole for that one. So yep, I'll get that off now carefully. I'll try and keep use of the screw just in case I don't have any screws which are long enough, but I probably do. So that's good, and I'm going to use the same technique now to remove this lens, and yeah, happy days. Cool. Right, yep, so here we go. So as you can see, they're all done. So what I decided to do in the end is use clear silicone, because I thought time you put the hot glue around the one side here and all the way around the other side, this side here would probably be dry already. And this with silicone, you're able to put it on and have some time to manipulate it, move it into the perfect position, and naturally rub your finger around the outside and seal it in. So that's cool. So I did that, left it overnight, all sorted. You then just run a small drill bit through there just to widen up the hole slightly. Because I think the holes that come with it maybe either too tight or they're M3. But basically these are basically M4, and you can see that you have the originals. You have two shorter ones and two longer ones. I think these are 35mm. I've actually ordered new stainless steel 40mm ones, button Allen key head ones, just because I want it to look absolutely spot on. I don't think 40mm would affect it, but if it does, I'll cut them down. I've also ordered some well nuts as well, so M4 well nuts to on the back, because obviously that hole there has pulled out basically. So yeah, I'll redo that later on. But yeah, ultimately I think these look really good, and obviously you can see the different angles of the lens on them. That's obviously why you need the longer screw on this side and the shorter screw on that side. But yeah, all good. Bulb wise, for my car original, you've got the original fitting, I should say there, and it takes a 380 bulb, which is a twin filament bulb. Obviously I'm only using one filament because I'm just using the front, these for the indicators, but I don't want to change the bulb holders. So I found these LEDs, which are twin filament ones in stock, which obviously are clear. So I'm going to put them in just for now for test purposes, but I have ordered myself a pair of orange irregular bulbs with twin filament 380 types to go in there, because obviously you have to have orange bulbs. You can buy orange LED bulbs, but they're coming from like China. I didn't want to wait, and I thought, you know what, just buy some good quality orange Osram bulbs, lob them in, job done. Cool. Right, I'm going to put these on now and just see how they look with these on. Cool. Right. So there we go. So literally I've just obviously just put the orange lens in, just back in place, just to sort of show people what it's like, you know. And there we go. Obviously that's with the clear LEDs, and obviously I'll have the orange bulbs in there soon, but it looks really good. I mean, there we go. Just switch it off a second. Switch that baby off. Cool. Flip around there. And there we go. I'm really pleased with that. I think that looks absolutely top notch. So yeah, I'm going to await the other bits to the other side, and then yeah, I'll put one new well nut in, and if it goes in well, then I'll just replace all of the fixings and put all new well nuts in, and then obviously use my 40mm stainless steel cap screws as well. But yeah, I think that looks quality. Obviously each to their own, but I think it looks really good. Cool. And now I'm going to ask my friend next to see if he can design me some absolutely top-notch clear indicators as well, that obviously look exactly original. So that's the next sort of project, which might take off or might go nowhere at all. Cool, thanks all, cheers.